And our reporter Wang Guan is at the joint military drill, which is in Qingtongsha in northwest China's Ningxi Autonomous Region, and joins us now. Hi Wang Guan, thanks for being on NewsHour. How has this morning's training gone, and outline the agenda, if you would, for this afternoon?
Okay, Edwin, this exercise is significant in that it is the first time the Chinese People's Liberation Army has opened one of its still active military base to journalists as well as a foreign troop. The foreign troop will not only stay for a few days like the past, they will train here, live here, and exercise in mixed groups with the Chinese soldiers. This morning was this morning's session focused on physical training. The Chinese soldiers showed the Pakistanis the fundamentals, while the Pakistanis showed the Chinese the tactics and techniques, rather, because they have a lot of practical experience in fighting terrorists. This morning I had a chance to talk to Colonel Yang, Deputy Director General of Information Office of the National Defense Ministry, and ask him about his impression on the Pakistani army. Here's what he had to say. The joint military exercise between China and Pakistan. What have we learned from the Pakistani side so far?
I think, frankly speaking, in the last 2 days, we really have learned a lot. Firstly, because Pakistan army is an army which is now engaging in anti-terrorism war, so that they have a lot of actual experience. That is the most valuable thing, I believe. Secondly, because for the training methods and some techniques are different between these two armies.
How different are they?
I see, yeah, because there are some ideas are not always the same. Of course, the objective is the same. So in such occasions, then our Chinese troops really can learn a lot.
So Colonel Yang, this is the first time the Chinese People's Liberation Army invited the foreign troop to live with the Chinese soldiers and train with them for a prolonged 11 days. What does this say about China-Pakistan relationship?
Yeah, actually, China and Pakistan relationship are time-tested all-weather relationship. So I believe such kind of relationship not only refer to the governmental relationship, not only refer to male-to-male relationship. More important, it means the relationship between people, between different people. So we always say that Chinese and Pakistanis are good friends, good neighbors, good partners, and good brothers.
Well, it's interesting to hear what Colonel Yang had to say, Wang Guan. How have the Pakistani forces settled in working with their Chinese counterparts?
Well, Edwin, the Pakistani army were very impressed with the discipline and the fundamentals of the Chinese soldiers. We know the Chinese soldiers, they went through very rigid programs, so their technical proficiency and their tenacity were very impressive from this morning's training. I talked to Pakistan's Major Azhar, one of the senior officials from this trip, and asked him what they think of the Chinese soldiers, and let's take a listen. Interactions going on. What impressed you the most about the Chinese army?
It's primarily the professionalism which the People's Liberation Army possesses. That is, it is lacking amongst many armies, but it is the most impressive thing about the People's Liberation Army. The soldiers are very proud soldiers, and they carry themselves around with real pride and the professionalism which they have in them. So those are the real motivating factors even for us.
This is the first time that China invited a foreign troop to stay with them, train with them, and open one of its active military base. What do you think this gesture means for China-Pakistan friendship?
Yeah, this is a big, I would say, leap in our brotherly relations, the Pakistan and China. And as we have realized that we are the first foreign troops on the Chinese soil in an active military base, so we are really honored by this kind gesture by the People's Liberation Army. And we'll try our utmost that all the objectives which are set for this joint training, we not only meet them, rather we exceed them as well.
It's certainly great to see all that action there, Wang Guan, especially with the soldiers lifting up the barbell.